we have anybody logged on yet?
We just went live.
Okay.
We're live.
Yeah. I am alive. I feel a heart. You got a heart?
It's a beautiful rainy day.
It was raining pretty hard.
Gotta be careful with those crazy drivers.
I know. It was no wrecks today. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Oh, but I won't tell the sad story we saw.
We got one
Yes,
one viewer. I guarantee you that's Jesus back in the inventory
You think
department.
so? Well, that's disappointing. I mean, don't take it personal, Jesus.
You need Jesus.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it a little bit till we can have some more viewers online.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Miss Carrie Jones. Good morning, Miss Maureen Burns.
Oh, good morning,
You know,
lady.
last time I walked out with Maureen Burns, she gave me a lot of great advice.
She did?
A lot of
Oh,
great advice.
wow.
So,
Like, don't talk
just-
too much?
Maybe a little more words of encouragement, words of wisdom.
Yeah, you do a good job.
Good morning, Barbie and Tony.
Good
Yes, good morning,
morning.
Maureen.
Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, everyone. We'll start shortly.
Yep. Well, how many people we have on? Well, we could
It
get
says 200.
It does not. That means we're
That's
giving
the goal.
away $100 gift
That
card.
means we're giving away
See,
$100
get your
gift card.
friends to log on. Yeah. We want to see the numbers get
I'm
up.
always trying to find like a good
Mhm.
posture, right? Because do I stand like this? Do I stand like this? Do I just...
No, relaxed. Just put your hands in front of you. Relax.
There you go.
You can't get the coach out of him or the Marines.
Yeah, it's like hard.
So I told him he has to talk quiet.
I feel like I'm like screaming at recruits again.
I know. I'll try and keep them down. So today
Okay.
is March 13th. How many segments have we done for Thumbs Up Thursday? I wonder.
Too many to count.
Yeah, there you
Too
go.
many to
Yeah, we're
count.
going to have to look into that.
Maybe we do a season finale.
Yeah, there we go.
Veronica would love it. No, she wouldn't.
No, she wouldn't.
Okay, I guess we can go ahead and get started. We
Yes.
got about 20.
Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is Tony's favorite and mine is the multi-needle.
That's right.
And we're also going to be talking about the NQ 1700. And I know we had this on not too long ago, but there's a reason it's here today. So you're going to find out all the good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another segment of Thumbs Up Thursday. I'm here with my favorite girl, Barbie. Today's segment is going to encompass, one of our events that's coming up next week, March 21st. It's going to be on a Friday. It's the Brother Multi-Needle event. It's specifically designed, for a test drive for the customers that currently do not own a Brother Multi-Needle. And before we get started with our projects, we had the privilege and honor of interviewing one of our most, if not the most successful customer that we've had to date. She's a local girl, her and her family, her husband. They go by the name of Cut and Press Clovis. And she just has a wealth of knowledge. There's a couple things, that show, kind of mentioning on there and what the Brother 10 Needle has done for her and her family. So
that's cool.
yeah, so before we get started, we're going to throw her on here. It was a pre-recording. So if you have any questions, just hold off until the interview is over, and then we'll come back on live, and then we'll answer any questions that we have for you.
All right.
Does that sound like a great idea?
That sounds wonderful. I want
Okay.
to watch.
Let's do it. The heat transfer business at first, she had a Cricut. Then she slowly jumped into the DTF printing business, followed by the laser engraving. And then she did a full circle and decided to take the risk, do the investment, and decided to purchase a Brother 10 Needle machine from yours truly, Authorized Vacuum Sew. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to introduce to you this special entrepreneur. She's very smart, she's great, and she's more than anything, she's very successful. So we're gonna go ahead and bring her on. Emily, good morning. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us and share a little bit about how you started into heat transfer, how you basically managed to get to where you're at today. So I know our viewers are excited. I'm excited. So I'm going to give the floor on to you and just tell us your story. Tell us how you got to where you are today.
Of course. So I have 3 young children, and my husband was in the military. He did not live here. So for many years with our oldest, I had to work a 9-to-5 job, and I missed out a lot. And I decided that if we were going to have more children, I wanted to be home. And in order to do that, I needed to find something that I could do from home that would make some sort of income. So years ago, I spent what money I had and I bought a Cricut. And I started making t-shirts back when that was like all the rage. And that really started to snowball for me. And I ended up purchasing a laser a couple years later and making like wooden signs and things like that. And that also was really successful for me. I gained a pretty good following on Instagram, or that's where I've always done all my business. I never did Etsy or any of that stuff. And at one point, it was kind of like, okay, what else can I do to expand? What can I do to grow this business even more? Because obviously this is becoming, a good side gig. And so embroidery was something I had always kind of had in the back of my mind, but I had zero experience with. I had never even so much as turned on a sewing machine or anything in my whole life. So it was very foreign to me and it was intimidating, but I knew that I had already mastered the other things and I knew I could figure it out. So, one day I woke up and I said, today's the day. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to go for it. And so I told my husband, when you get home, I called around and I found this place in town that has one in the shop that we can go and look at. And it was Tony I talked to. And that afternoon, we went into Authorized Vac and Sew, and he had it all out and ready and demoed it for me. And it probably took me all of 20 minutes to decide that I had to leave with one because it was just so cool and high tech and seemed like, although it was very intimidating at first, seemed like it was something that I could learn. It's pretty user friendly once you get the hang of it. So I pulled the trigger and I left with one, and Tony was really helpful. I was able to reach out to him with questions when I had them, and came back in for training a couple times, and it really didn't take long. I mean, I would say within about a week, I was up and running and taking orders. I mean, although they weren't anything extravagant at first, I was able to get it going really quickly. So that was exciting.
That's so awesome. That's awesome to hear, Emily. And then, you mentioned that, your husband was in the military, and I definitely resonate with that. And I can tell you that my wife as well, was staying at home with the kids. She was being mom and dad, while I was out, playing G.I. Joe. And so I get it, I definitely get it. And I think that's why, I resonate a lot with your success. And I constantly, brag about you to customers that are coming in. And they're, on the fence about, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? And, I just constantly share how you started, how your story has been so successful, how your business is so successful. And I know, having you on today's segment, you're definitely going to resonate with a lot of our viewers, because maybe they're also in the vinyl business at the moment. And they're also asking themselves, how else can I expand? What other, pathways can I take to just be more successful or expand, my business? And a lot of our viewers and our customers are on the fence about making the decision. But when they see testimonies and when they see stories of, yes, I remember when I went to go talk to Tony and he was talking about, Emily, now, this is Emily, right? So this is Emily. So I'm super happy to bring you, onto our segment and also ask you a couple questions that I know a lot of our viewers out there have. So I have just a couple questions, they're going to be, pretty quick with it. But I know that these questions are also going to help our customers decide if the multi-needle machine and the embroidery business is for them. Okay?
Sure. Okay.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pop up our questions on the screen. And we're going to start off with what made you decide to invest in a multi-needle embroidery machine?
Well, I think I kind of already touched on my reasoning for wanting to get into embroidery. It was just kind of like the next level, like what I could do to just really bring that next level to my business to make me different than a lot of other people. The vinyl world was so saturated and it was really hard to stand out. And so I really wanted to find something that would allow me to be more creative and do a wider variety of things. And so upon researching, I realized that there are so many options out there, and that in itself was really overwhelming. But I joined a lot of groups on Facebook and was trying to get as much advice and feedback as I could from other people that are in the industry to see what their recommendations were, as I was brand new to this whole thing. And everybody's recommendation was to buy the biggest machine that you can afford, because as soon as you buy one and realize you could have gone bigger, you're going to wish you would have gone bigger. And to buy something with the highest stitches per minute that you can afford, because time is everything. Time is money. So it didn't really take me long to decide that that was what I wanted. I started watching videos on YouTube and stuff, and I was in awe of the machine and what it could do and how quickly it worked. So it didn't take much convincing for me, that's for sure. And then I found out that you had one right here in town, and I didn't even have to go look for it or order one blindly. I was able to see one in person, and that was really helpful.
Awesome. That's an awesome answer. Great answer. Okay. So our second question is, how has owning, oh, wait, we're kind of spoiling the surprise here, but I guess, the question's on the screen now. So Emily, came in, bought a 10 needle, and then about a year later, you decided, business was so good that you decided to purchase a second 10 needle,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. It was actually 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's just the nature and the magnitude of a 10 needle and what it can do for you when you decide to go full on in. So
Right.
That's something that I was trying to say for later on in the segment, but I forgot the question was there. So Emily, again, this is why I, preach to my customers and to my multi-needle owners that whatever you set your mind to, you can accomplish it as well. It's the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit when it comes to these multi-needles, because they can do absolutely anything.
Yep.
Okay. So now here's the question. How has owning 2 10-needle machines changed your business compared to when you first started?
So when I first started, I already had a following on Instagram. I had something like, 5,000 followers, I think, when I first bought my embroidery machine. So it really took off pretty quickly for me. I had people interested in being my guinea pigs. They wanted work done knowing that I wasn't very good yet, that I was just starting. So I had a really long line of people that were waiting for me to make things. And I realized really quickly that although these things can stitch so fast, I just wanted to be able to put out more at once. I had a lot of people that wanted to order like team stuff and, for the whole office and things like that. And I just thought, man, I feel like I need another one of these, because I just don't know if I can keep up with how many orders people were wanting to place so quickly. I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for it to just take off. Even in the beginning, like I said, I had never used one before. So I was brand new. I didn't even know what stabilizer was. I didn't know what bobbins were. I knew nothing. So I didn't expect it to take off as quickly as it did. And I was really overwhelmed with the volume of orders that I had. So very quickly, I would say within the first few months, I realized I need to buy another one of these. And I allowed the business to pay for it itself. So, within 6 months, I was able to afford to pay cash for a second one. And that was really exciting. And that has changed everything for me. I can get so much done in one day. It's phenomenal. It's a dream. I can't imagine having as much business as I do now with only one machine. I couldn't do it.
Wow. You had mentioned that when you came in to purchase the second one, it was cash and carry, because that's how good business was with the first one. So now I can only imagine what the second one did for you.
Right.
That's truly amazing. And that's
I'm ready for number 3.
Really? Okay.
That's going to be 2025.
I know just the spot where you can get your third one as well.
I know a guy.
No, that's awesome, Emily. Same, embroidery has a special and unique demand that nowadays a lot of the customer base that are looking for embroideries, they're turning their heads towards these small businesses because they know that they're going to take their time and that they're going to put that extra special attention rather than purchasing in bulk. And then they notice that the stitching may be off, or it's just, it doesn't look Right. They're not using the correct stabilizer. They're not using the correct thread, the correct needle. And that's what separates the small business entrepreneurs from the big box stores that are just selling in bulk without even paying attention to the smallest little details. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. How much faster and more efficient is your production compared to using a single needle machine? Now, I know that we had talked about that you just decided to, jump on in and just purchase a 10 needle. But in your, opinion, in your personal opinion, now that you are, an owner of 2 multi needles and you started off with, that 10 needle, how would you say, compared to using a single needle machine, how is it, how more efficient is a 10 needle?
Well, I don't have any experience with a single needle or anything but a 10 needle, but I can only imagine how much more time consuming the work would be. For me, time is money, especially with children. I'm at every baseball game. I'm at every cheerleading competition. I'm there to pick up after school. I'm there to drop off in the morning. Time is really important to me. The 10 needle really allows me to live life with working at the same time. The fact that I can watch its production from an app on my phone when I'm doing school pickup or I'm inside cooking dinner, I know if it ran out of bobbin, I know if it needs my attention. I feel comfortable walking away from it. So it doesn't physically require me to stand in front of it, which is really great. And then, it stitches 1,000 stitches per minute. I don't know how efficient a single machine is, but I can imagine that it's significantly slower. And quite frankly, I think that if I had started with something smaller and slower, I probably wouldn't have stuck with it because I don't think it would have been fast enough for me. And I wouldn't have been able to keep up with the demand with anything less than what I have. So
that's a great answer. And then, to tie into that also, I believe, in my personal opinion as well, it's I can't go back because of the color changes.
For sure.
To have to sit there and constantly trim and change the
Right.
The thread color on a single
Right.
needle machine, I think it would just create just a headache for me. Not only
Right.
that, but the single needle machines, if we're talking about the flatbed embroidery machines, you're not able to embroider on hats. And the
Right.
cool thing about the multi needles has that free-on feature, which allows you to embroider on sleeves. It allows you to embroider on, jeans, on hats, on, just about, pretty much anything.
And I would say the camera is huge. I can't imagine working without having the camera. The times that I've messed up or the times that, I've spelled a name wrong and I've had to take it out and take the stitching out and put it back in, I'm able to realign it perfectly to continue stitching the same name, and the name is this big. There's no way you could ever do that. The whole sweatshirt would be scrapped and you'd have to start all over. And once again, time is money and you just can't afford to be losing time like that. So
that's, yes, 100%.
For me, it is the time and how efficient it is everything.
Now, going back, still on this question, you had mentioned that the multi-needle has allowed you to spend more time with your kids, spend more time with your family, be inside, cooking and doing, whatever it is that you're doing. But then you have an app where your phone notifies you when the machine needs your attention. You say, you possibly need to switch out the bobbin thread, or maybe, for whatever reason, it just stopped because might be something stuck on the thread and it just automatically stops. So I think that's another huge benefit to it, is that you don't have to sit there and watch it do what it needs to do.
Right.
If it has multiple colors, as soon as it's done with one color, it's going to move on and switch on its own to a different color and continue that production. So the fact that you don't have to sit there and change the colors or just monitor it, I think it's a huge benefit as well.
For sure.
Awesome. Okay. Next question. Have you seen an increase in profits since adding multi-needle embroidery to your business? I think that question kind of answers on its own. You are now, official owner of 2 multi-needles with a possible third in 2025. But I'll let you kind of speak on that a little bit.
So, like I said, when I started, this was just supposed to be a side gig. If I made a little money, cool. But also, for me, it was to give me something to do as a stay-at-home mom, something to keep me sane. I've always been crafty. I've always enjoyed making things. I've always been really good with my imagination and thinking things up. And so it was something that was supposed to be fun for me also. And if I made a little cash, that would be cool. That was what I went into this with. And I would say within the first few months, financially, this became, after adding embroidery, this became our main stream of income. We doubled what my husband makes at his career as an electrician. He went to school 5 years to be certified for, and we were able to double his salary in the first year. So, I mean, it's pretty incredible what it's done for our family. Not only just allowing me to be more present and, like I said, being able to walk away and make dinner, being able to make all the baseball games, being able to play outside with my kids while it's working for me. But I mean, what it's done for us financially, we were able to purchase a home. We were able to work on our home, make additions to the home, add a shop, take family vacations, purchase new cars. I mean, all kinds of things that we would have never been able to do if it weren't for what purchasing an embroidery machine on a whim did for our family. So I will forever be grateful for the decision that I woke up one random day and made to buy this embroidery machine, because what it's done for our families, there's no job that I could go out and get that would bring in the stability and the income and me being able to be present for my children doing anything else. So
yeah, wow, that's honestly,
I think it was the best decision that I made for our family, for sure.
And it's inspiring. That's the biggest, most important thing to this is it's inspiring to hear you, speak on, maybe your struggles and how you got from here to there. But, all it takes is the right attitude, the right, mentality, and then good work ethic, to get to where you need to. So it's honestly really, really, really inspiring to hear how much you've accomplished in such a short time. Because I believe you've only been embroidering, about 2.5 years?
Less. I purchased my first one in September 2023. So about 1.5 years.
Wow.
So.
And if that doesn't inspire you out there, guys, I don't know what will. Okay, next question. Was it intimidating to switch to a multi-needle machine, and how easy was it to learn?
It was very intimidating. I will say the cost is what was really hard for me to get past, of course, which I'm sure it is for anybody. Making that kind of investment, especially for me, never having done any embroidery before, was really scary. Can I do this? How hard is this to learn? What kind of learning curve is there? How do I market this? How do I sell this? What supplies do I need? I knew nothing. So that was really intimidating for me. The cost, of course. And then honestly, the machine is pretty scary when you're just looking at it. I mean, it looks really high tech. It looks really scary. But like I said, when I walked in and you were able to do a sample for me and show me how, I mean, it's just so, it does most of the work for you. It really does. I mean, so once you showed me that, I realized, okay, I can do this. No problem. I can do this. And so I think I had a training with you like the following week or something, and I came in and I had already been messing with it and watching videos and trying to learn some things on my own. And it was like most of the things, the beginning things that you were telling me, how to thread and how to upload a design and all these little things that you need to know to even start. I knew most of it already because it was really a lot easier to learn than I was expecting. So the learning curve, I would say, the machine itself was the easiest part. For me, the learning curve was designing and the fonts and, all the different options for that. But as far as the machine, it's so user-friendly that once you get past it being scary looking, it's easy.
It's honestly super easy, yes. And that's what I tell everybody.
The camera feature and the little snowman feature that helps you center and make it straight. I mean, it's almost foolproof, to be honest. I mean, if you're using it correctly, it's really hard to make mistakes.
Right. Yep. And that's a good, point that you bring up. Remember, guys, so that's, I think, the second or third time that Emily talks about a camera feature and the snowman feature. And we'll get, more into it as, we go into segments, or once, we're done with this segment. We're going to show you a little bit about what the camera feature and the snowman feature is all about. But that's, what I always tell customers is the machine looks intimidating, but it is so user-friendly and it is so modern that for me, the biggest learning curve was the materials that I needed to use, like the stabilizer, right? Like what
Right.
stabilizer do I need to use,
Right.
or what needle do I need to use?
Mhm.
But the machine, once you hoop it and you throw it in, it's a matter of just pulling up the design, selecting your thread colors, and click and go, and that's it.
Yep.
So it's honestly super easy.
Right.
What features of the 10 needle machine do you now rely on the most? And you've already answered that about 2-3 times. Those are my favorite features as well.
For
That
sure.
camera, that Snowman is
Mhm.
just absolutely amazing. It has saved me so much time, so much production, so much everything, right? Like I've messed up on a couple designs, and just having that camera feature, if I have to go back and, like you said, right, remove the stitching while still having half of that design, that stitched out correctly, just putting it in there, turning on the camera, and then realigning it is a game changer. It is a
Right.
game changer.
And I would say
can see
too,
it.
I really like the feature of the pre-uploaded fonts and stuff. I don't know about other machines, but this one really gives you a lot of freedom for positioning and shaping, arching, and the movements and the freedom that you have with adding in fonts that are already installed in the machine, which I use those with nearly every project for sleeve details and things like that. So that too is a really good feature for me that I use a lot. It saves me a lot of time from having to design it on the computer and transfer it over and size it right and all that, when I can do it all right there on the screen. So
absolutely, it definitely has a lot of pre-built in, not just designs but fonts. I know it has applique fonts. It has Old English, style fonts. It has my favorite one on the multi-needles. It has a little font that looks like kind of kids' handwriting. And the moms absolutely love that, right? Just little kids writing. But yeah, that's a great benefit to the machine as well. Next question is, what are some of your favorite custom orders that you've completed with your machines?
Like I said, I try to stay trendy. I'm only 31 and I'm a young mom. I try to think I'm a cool mom. My son's in all the sports and my daughter is a cheerleader. So I focus a lot on like sports wear for moms and girls and coaches. And I do a lot of that. And this last year I started making custom denim jackets that are almost like a Letterman style, with all the details and team names and last names and graduation years and all that stuff to make it really, really personal. And I've been making a ton of those, and they're so fun to make. And I feel like they're just really sentimental. That's something that somebody's going to keep for the rest of their lives. And to be able to make that for them. I've made a few for seniors in place of a Letterman jacket for some girls that just weren't into the big bulky style. And I just think that's so cool, because this is something they're going to treasure for the rest of their lives, and I get to make it for them. So I've really been enjoying making those, probably the most, because they're all so different, and having the different abilities with the 10 needle that, I can do the sleeve details and I can do the pocket details and all those things. It really helps them be really custom, can really customize them any way they want. So those are fun to make.
Yeah. And I'm actually just, I've been looking at your sweater since we started the segment, your little sweatshirt. You made that, right?
I did, yeah. I came in right after I bought my second 10 needle, and I bought a sewing machine from you because I wanted to be able to make color block sweatshirts, and I couldn't source those anywhere. Nobody sold those. So I thought, all right, well, I guess I got to make my own then. So that was another skill I had to pick up, because I had never used a sewing machine before, but we figured it out. Now my husband actually is my sewing. He does my sewing for me. So
you've incorporated your husband into the business.
He helps me, and it's great.
I mean, just, can we look at the sweater one more time? Just look at the detail. Just look at, the how wide and how big the design is on this sweatshirt.
And it has a sleeve.
Look at the sleeve. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a pretty awesome sweatshirt.
Thank you.
And then I'm looking at Spartans. So I have two of my older boys. I started them off, in soccer teams, and we were called Spartans. And I used to do heat transfer vinyl. I can't tell you, when I first did heat transfer vinyl, there was about 5 colors in the logo, and it just, I don't know why I did it. Now looking back, I'm like, I don't know what was.
I know. What
the layering was just a headache. But that's a pretty cool sweater.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. And like I said, a lot of these questions you've kind of already answered, but if you want to just touch up on it again, that's fine. How has having a multi-needle machine helped you differentiate your business from competitors?
Well, like I said, the vinyl industry, or the moms in town that had a Cricut, it was really saturated, and it was really, really hard to stand out and be different when we were all doing the same things. So I think embroidery, I always say it's just so next level. It's timeless. It's never going to go out of style. It's going to last forever if you take care of it. I think that speaks for itself. It's quality over quantity. And to me, you can't get better quality than embroidery. So I think that really helps you stand out against all the people that are doing vinyl or just DTF, or, you know, somebody that wants something that's really quality, classy, and just going to last forever. You know, it is more expensive, but it's an investment, and it's going to last 10 times longer than a t-shirt. So I think for me, that it's quality that really helps me stand out. And like I said, efficiency. I mean, I can pump out so much faster than a lot of other people can because of how fast my machine works. And the fact that I have it running most of the time for 10, 12 hours a day, and I'm home, but I can be living life and doing other things while it's working. I don't have to dedicate a certain amount of hours a day where I'm sitting in front of it working. So I think that efficiency really, really helps you stand out too, being able to take orders and push them out really fast and getting large quantities done quickly.
Yeah, that is amazing to hear. So you've actually, got a combination of both quality and quantity, because now you're able to do both. You have the quality, you have the customization, and now because you have two, you're able to produce. So now you're producing the quantity and quality. That's amazing. Right. That's awesome. Okay. Next question is, so we're actually having an event on March 21st that's called the Multi-Needle Test Drive event. So what that does is specifically for non-multi-needle owners. And this is an event where they come and they have hands-on, right? They're going to come, they're going to make a couple projects. They're going to get, to experience the magnitude and just how easy it is to use a multi-needle machine. Mm-hmm. So my question to you is, if someone is on the fence about attending this specific event, what would you say to them?
I would say there's no strings attached, and just show up and check it out. And if it's something you've been thinking about, I think all it's going to take is for you seeing it working in action, or you using it one time to realize that you have to have one. I don't think that anybody who's already got a single needle or a smaller machine is going to see that machine and think that they don't need it. I mean, it's just such an awesome, what it's able to do. I think once somebody sees that in person and sees how high tech and smart it is, that it can cut itself and change its own colors. It's just it's going to change your entire business and your whole life. It's going to free you up. And I think that it's the push that a lot of people will need that are on the fence for sure. Seeing one work in person.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna leave people with a wow sensation because of how,
and it will help justify the price for a lot of people, I think, too, for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of people they first want to know the price without actually seeing what the machine can do. So this event is specifically, like you said, there's no strings attached, there's no commitment, there's absolutely nothing whatsoever. The event just consists of you showing up. Each ticket is $49. But that, those $49 at the end of the event will go towards anything that you want to purchase on that specific day. So you're honestly not, you're not really losing anything. You're gonna come, you're gonna get to experience and work hands-on with the 10 needles. So I agree.
Which is an experience that you really wouldn't get anywhere else. If you were to order it somewhere else, you're ordering it and having no idea what you're getting into. So being able to see it is a great thing.
Absolutely. Okay. Last question. How has the support from Authorized Back and Sew helped you succeed in your embroidery business?
This was huge for me. Like I said, if I didn't have somewhere to walk into and look at a machine, I probably would have never bought one, just because I wanted to feel that sense of support, being brand new, not knowing anything I didn't know what I needed, didn't know how to use it, didn't know how to sell it, didn't know even what I could make. So when I came in there and bought my machine, the owner was there, and I love her. She was the best with her little dog. And she set me up. She set me up with stabilizers. She set me up with thread. She set me up with everything I needed. And she made sure that I was able to walk out of that store that day and be ready to make something. And along the way, I will admit, I've broken things and I've damaged things. And I've been able to call and either talk to Tony or one of the service guys who unfortunately probably all know me on a first name basis now. And answer questions really quickly and get it fixed. Or if it's something that I need to bring it in for, bring it in and get it back really, really fast, which is important for me because I can't be without running a business. I mean, I'm so busy that if I lose more than a day or two, I'm screwed. So having the local support and being able to bring it in for service, or just call and ask a question if I'm having an issue with my bobbin or, whatever. That's huge for me. I don't know how I could really run a business without having that type of support, because if something goes wrong and you don't have any support, I mean, you're in trouble. So that's a big deal.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what we preach. And that is our storefront is customer service, 100%. We always try to go above and beyond for our customers because we love to see, them succeed. We love to see them, being happy. And, one of the huge benefits that we have here at the store is regardless of machine that you purchase, it does not have to be a 10 needle. It could be, the standard, basic sewing machine all the way up to, the long arms that we sell. But we invest into our customers, because they trust us with their business. We're going to make sure that they, leave here happy and that they know how to use their machine. The educational package is probably one of the most important things to them because once they buy a machine, they know that they can come back and they can sit down with one of our instructors, one of our educators, just a one-on-one, and that's completely included with every purchase. There's no additional expense, out of your pockets. Every one of our machines comes with a 1-year complimentary warranty, which covers all parts and all labors. And then having the, our service department, right? Our certified service department, that you're able to come in, we're able to, fix or address any problems that you have and then push out that machine right back to you. So, absolutely. I think, Authorized Vacuum Sew has definitely set itself apart. There is no other business, in our area or the work that we do for 100 miles, up north and 100 miles down south. And that just kind of goes to show, why we're still in business because of the amount of support and dedication that we give, our customers. And that stems from the owners.
Yeah.
And that stems from the owners,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ralph and Veronica, I think to me are, they're very caring, they're very giving. And more than anything, they care about their staff so much that the staff, in return does the same with our customers. And we truly care for them. We're taking interest into whatever it is that they need. And we make sure that they leave here happy and with a great experience because that's going to make them want to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Emily, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today. I know you said you're going to bring in your one of your 10 needles, so I'll see you shortly.
I need service.
But it's honestly, inspiring to see what you have been able to accomplish in a year and a half. It's truly amazing. The work and everything that you do, says everything for itself. And I can't wait to see what 2025 holds for you and your family.
Well, thank you. I hope that today I was able to help inspire at least one person, give them the push that they needed, because I know being able to hear a testimony like this probably would have been all I needed to. So hopefully somebody out there that's a little bit nervous or on the fence, hopefully this inspired them.
Oh, absolutely. It inspired me. I'm ready to purchase another one. I have Erin here on the back saying, okay, I want one too now. Emily, you have a great day. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Good to see you.
And we'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You're good.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an interview, right?
That was
Did I not
good.
tell you?
Uh-huh.
Did I not tell you? I mean, just hearing her testimony and how her, story inspires others. I know it definitely inspired me, based on the things she was, bringing up and, kind of the similar things that we share. But what an interview.
I know.
What an
Yeah.
interview.
She
And,
just jumped in and
right. And
it
I
took
did
off.
tell her, that I really do hope that, her testimony and her interview also inspires others to not be afraid to take that leap if they're, considering or even thinking about, maybe jumping into the embroidery business aspect of it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a business. If you're looking at just, hey, I can't continue embroidering with one needle. I need more needles, for a hobby, whatever it may be. We have, a great customer support basis here at AVS. But I did see that there was a couple of questions, so let's go ahead and answer them.
Okay. Yes. All right. What type of things do you make with these machines?
Okay. Do you want to start off
with the multi-needle?
With the multi-needle?
What do you do?
You can do just about anything. And one of the, the main things that this multi-needle, does, and a lot of people, love the multi-needle, is this large free arm that's right here. This allows you to embroider on those sleeves, on those, kind of leg pants. And then the 10 needles themselves, you have a variety of different selections of colors. So you don't have to worry about switching out the color threads or, constantly trimming and then rethreading. But you can do jackets, sweatshirts, shoes, hats. What else, Barbie? What else have we done on blankets?
Blankets.
Sherpa pillows, Sherpa blankets, towels, totes, baseball caps. I mean, anything. Sky's the limit.
Yes.
Sky is the limit when it comes to the Brother multi-needle.
That's cool. Yeah, makes your life a lot easier. Now on the NQ 1700 Brother machine, if I was to do a shirt, I have to turn it wrong side out and then press the right side up down onto the hoop. And I would have to sit here and make sure it stays open the whole time.
So that it doesn't embroider together, right?
Yes, and change out the threads. So it says just to do the word mom with some flowers on it, that's 65 minutes.
65 minutes.
And that's not counting the changing of the threads. Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to say for a good hour and a half, I'm sitting here babysitting this machine.
Right. And that's what we tell a lot of customers is this is a great machine. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah,
but if you're looking at, embroidering more than one color and you're looking at trying to, start a business, this is not the machine for you. And we try to explain to customers that, but, they get a feel for it. And we tell them this is a great starter machine if you're looking at doing things that are smaller, on the smaller scale. But definitely on the bigger scale, the 10 needle knocks it out of the park.
Could you imagine if I had to do 20 shirts? Oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. That's what is so great about the multi-needle. Because we always get questions. What's the difference? Why would somebody want the multi-needle instead of this one? Well, now you know.
Great question.
Yes.
Dina,
do you find that projects need more than 10 color changes and wish you had more needles? No. So if it's more than 10 colors, I'll just, I'll say that's an overkill on the amount of colors that you have. The beauty of it, and what helps that it has 10 colors is that, as Erin was, we were talking about this earlier, is if you have a sweatshirt that needs 2 colors, and then you have another order that needs 2 colors, and then you have a jacket that needs 3 different colors. Well, you have just enough colors to get you through those 3 orders. Or per se, right? If you need to push out different variety of projects in those color changes, I've seen designs have anywhere between, honestly, 4 to 6, maybe 7 colors at most, and that's a really solid good design. Anything over 10 colors, what were you saying, Barbie? It's more personalized.
More personalized, and you'd be paying a lot more for that embroidery,
right? And
you don't want to have to keep doing that for people. So the business it takes less colors for most of your stuff.
Right. Then plus, if you have more than 10 colors, that requires more threads, more needles, more material in general. So 10 needles, it's great. Majority designs are anywhere between 4 to 7 colors.
Do you want to show how that camera and the snowman work?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So one of the big things.
Oh, we do?
A couple more questions.
Let's answer those questions. When is this Come and See embroidery?
Can I buy anything with my $49? Absolutely, Caroline. Sign up for that event for the non-owners if you don't own, or the owners if you do own.
Mhm.
And then that day we're going to give those $49 back towards a purchase.
Yeah. That try before you buy is really a
Correct.
cool event. So if you're curious, definitely get signed up for that and come try it.
And then she followed up with the second part we had touched on.
When is the come and see embroideries? It's the multi-needle test drive event. That is March 1st. So that's 21st. I'm sorry, March 21st. That is a week from tomorrow. And it's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Lunch is provided as well.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good deal.
Oh, super.
Get to
super
play
cool
and
deal.
have lunch, and it's only going to cost $49 to try it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
And it's
you get to do 4 different
reimbursed.
projects. So
Mhm.
Veronica has it up
Wow.
on there.
So, Veronica, come to the event. You will embroider 4 different projects: hat, inside, onesie, tote, bag, and stuffed animal. Those plushies.
fun.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah,
You got to make sure that you come to
Mhm.
the event. Nowhere else are you going to be able to test drive, this multi-needle. As Emily was saying in the interview, although the machine seems a little intimidating from the outside in, once you actually get to start,
Mhm.
messing around with it and working with it, you'll see that it's actually real easy to use. So,
yes.
which brings me now to the camera feature that I would like to show. So we talked about this free arm feature that's right here. Well, I have a sweater here, and I just hooped the sleeve right here with this Mighty Hoops. By the way, if you don't know, we're an official, we partnered officially with Mighty Hoops, and they are the best, hoops
Oh,
in the market
they're
when it comes to
amazing.
embroidery. These Mighty Hoops, they're magnetic, and the magnets are really strong. I wish I had a denim jacket. I don't have it. We don't have one here at the time, but denim is so hard to hoop, and these Mighty
Yeah.
Hoops just make it look so easy.
Yeah,
okay.
they're really strong.
So here's the sleeve. This is the sweater as it sits like this. Okay, we have our little snowman inside it there already, and we're just gonna go ahead and slide it in through here through the free arm, and we're gonna quickly embroider a design just to show you the color changes and how powerful this machine is.
Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
So I could do this on this machine,
Really?
but
Okay.
I have to take the sleeve apart.
Oh.
So I would much rather do it here. Yeah, because that's just adding more time.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. So look how easily it just, we slid on the hoop already. We have our design selected already. We have our we call it a snowman. The actual name for it, honestly, I don't know what the, it's a snowman.
Snowman.
Okay.
Mhm.
So once I press my little snowman icon on the screen, it's telling me that there's a camera that's going to turn on. And on the camera, it's asking me a couple of questions, right? The different types of angles that I might want to embroider it on. If I want to embroider, straight in the center, as it's showing you on the screen. So it's going to center it on the hoop itself. If I would like to embroider from the top down, if I would like to embroider from the bottom up, or if I want to embroider from left side to the right to the left, even from corner to corner. So I think these features are just amazing. I was just embroidering some towels yesterday for my gym coach. He wanted, specific design on the top right corner of the towel. All I had to do was put my
Mhm.
little snowman on the top right corner and tell my machine to embroider from the right over to the left. So it's super easy. Okay. So we're going to keep it in the center. We're going to say, okay. And it's saying that the carriage is going to move. So make sure that you keep your hands away while the camera turns on. Once it finds that snowman, it's going to start automatically adjusting. And this is my favorite part because you don't have to worry about the machine, embroidering the design, a little slanted or whatever. This automatically adjusts the design based on how the snowman is telling it. So it says, okay, remove the embroidery position mark. We're going to remove the little snowman.
That's pretty cool.
What is this? A tribal?
Just a tribal design. Mhm.
Okay. It's saying that at 500 stitches per minute, this design is going to take 8 minutes to embroider. It has a total of 2 color changes.
Wow.
So I'm going to go in here real quick. And what do we want to do? What colors did we say, Barbie?
We're going to do blue for the main part.
Okay.
And red for
so needle
in place
4
of the purple.
and needle needle 3, needle 4.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Then we're gonna lock it into place, and we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Cool.
And we'll see exactly how this design comes out. Now, notice here, I had mentioned that the design, it says 8 minutes to embroider at 500 stitches per minute. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can't speed it up. I keep it here, for demonstration purposes, but this machine embroiders up to 1,000 stitches per minute.
Wow.
And the more I increase the speed,
Yeah, the louder it gets too.
a little louder, but also it cuts down the time. So now if I keep it at 700, instead of being 8 minutes, now I brought it down to 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. Huh. And you don't have to babysit it.
We don't have to babysit it.
Yeah.
There's also an app, like Emily had mentioned in her video.
My Stitch Monitor.
Yes, where you're
My
able to go, inside your home, go about your day, and then your app tells you when your machine needs your attention.
That's nice.
Usually, it'll be whenever you need to change the bobbin thread, or you need to swap out maybe the top
colors.
thread. Right. Yeah. So I thought that was honestly pretty cool, Barbie.
Yeah, I think so.
Do we have any questions out there? What brand multi-needle will be featured at the event? It's going to be this brother 10 needle, which in my personal opinion, the brother PR 1055X is the best embroidery machine on the market. And those features are what I just talked about. It's the snowman feature and the camera feature. A lot of customers come in thinking that the more needles they have, the more machine. That it's better of the machine, but no, it all comes down to how user friendly it is and how work efficient and how much time it's going to save you. The camera feature and the snowman feature saves you a lot of headaches and saves you a lot of material from being wasted. And in the camera feature, as Emily had mentioned, if you for whatever reason a design shifts or something happens to it, you can restart it, scan the hoop, and then line up that specific design, based on what didn't stitch, if that makes sense. Barbara.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Brother PR 1055X is the machine that we are going to be featuring at the event.
That's pretty cool.
In conjunction with the Mighty Hoop system.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't
those.
have any Mighty Hoops, I 100% recommend them. To all my multi-needle customers that have come in and I've gotten a chance to show you the Mighty Hoops, and I've given you a quick demonstration. They loved it. They saw how easy it was, and now we're actually bundling the Mighty Hoops with the multi-needles, so that way they're very successful.
Yes, and those are just amazing because you can just snap your shirt on and put it on the machine.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. While we finish for that while we wait for that to finish, do we want to show them anything on the MQ1700, or it was just the difference, right?
Just the difference. I mean, this is a great embroidery machine. You just have to take things apart, like pant legs and things. You have to take the seam out, tote bags.
Right.
If they're too small, you'd have to open it up. Where that one, you just slip it right on.
Right. No, that the 10 needle is just a complete game changer.
Oh yeah, it's more convenient.
Huge game changer. Do we want to show a quick overlay of when the event's going to happen for those viewers that are just hopping on online right now? So the embroidery test drive, the multi-needle, it's on March 21st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The cost rate is $49. If you already own a Brother multi-needle, a 10 needle, your event for the owners is going to be the next day, which is a Saturday, March 22nd, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. For Friday, for the 21st, we only have a limited amount of space available because we only have a limited amount of machines available.
Okay.
So if you're really thinking about it, now's the time to sign up, guys. You got to sign up, give us a call, come into the store. I can give you a little bit more information. We have staff that's very knowledgeable on the multi-needles as well.
And then Saturday is, I have a multi-needle, now what?
Right.
So is that a lecture or is that demo also?
It's going to be a mixture of both. So it's gonna encompass more of, now that you have a multi-needle, what is it that you can do with it? It's gonna encompass maybe a couple of accessories and other things that you can incorporate with the brother multi-needle to make, you know, your life easier, right? Because when you have a multi-needle, and once you get the hang of it, you want more. You start to, you know, want more. There has to be easier things. Well, there's other accessories out there, like the brother has a jumbo group that's a 14 by 14,
Nice.
which is a huge embroidery area that allows you to embroider maybe like on the back of a jacket. We'll teach you how to do the split design, right? Where you're going to embroider on one end, and then you're going to do the split design, pull the hoop out, and then rotate it, and then push it back in.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a great. It's going to be a great event.
So the multi-needle does make it a lot easier.
Oh, yes, yes.
What format does the machine use? Can I send designs from Bernina software to the brother?
Does the Bernina software export in PES? Or is it just...
You know, I just started studying the Bernina software. You can save a design in the PES format for brother, but I'm not sure if you can send it to the brother machine because it is Bernina software. And I know brother has software where you can send it over.
There's
like that BES software is wonderful.
So as long as the Bernina software can export in PES format, the answer is yes. If it can export in PES format, then yes, because that's the format that the brother machines take is PES. Even DST. DST is universal for, you know, pretty much all the multi-needle machines. And I actually found that out like last year because I used to think that it would just take PES format.
Yeah, no DST.
And then I accidentally you know, saved the DST instead, and it popped it up. It looked a little weird, but it still got the job done.
They have weird colors.
Great question. Do we have any other questions? Oh, it just finished.
Oh, wow.
Let's
Yeah, and look, you can slap on the next one and away you go.
Did its color changes on its own?
That looks cool. Red, white, and blue.
So cool. Yep. But that's just one of the many you know, key features that it has. You know, not only that, but on the brother multi-needle, it's going to give you a larger embroidery field. You know, it's going to give you that 7 by 14 embroidery size. And then we talked about the 14 by 14, right? So that's going to be 7 additional inches down here. The only thing that you would require to do is a split design, which you can adjust that in your software. And all you have to do once it's done is flip it around and insert it again.
That is so cool. Yeah, that's crazy. I love it.
I'm so excited for the multi-needle event. We're going to have a great educator. We're just sitting on a phone conference with her yesterday. Super excited to come to Fresno. She hasn't been here, you know, but she's super excited to kind of just showcase and talk about her favorite features of the brother multi-needle and what it has to, you know, offer to those that are, you know, interested or intrigued.
Everybody has something to offer, so I'm excited for her coming too.
It'll be cool. Caroline says you're going to buy me lunch.
Caroline, do we need to write up a demo for you for your multi-needle?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I'll put her name on one.
Do we have any other questions, guys? Keep them coming. We love to answer the questions. And also don't forget to share, you know, this live, how we've, you know, previously mentioned before. We really are trying to grow this platform and to starting to expand, you know, out to the other states with our new website that's coming. So we have a new website. For those of you that don't that haven't heard, we're in the process of migrating over from WordPress to Shopify. Thanks to all our viewers, all our customers, all across the states, we've decided to take this next step in the business aspect that Shopify is more stable and it's a better platform for Authorized Vac Soul to live. Everything's going to be completely the same. You're just going to see an increase of speed. You're going to see, you know, just the look of it, the feel of it. It's going to be amazing.
Good. More user friendly.
More user friendly.
Yay.
So again, just please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and always share, and tag, you know, all your friends, all your family, so that we can, you know, help grow this beautiful community, this, you know, great platform.
Support us. We want our name out there.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have any last minute questions? Oh, okay. So the brother 10 needle comes with this bundle, and it's a special offer. Okay. So just kind of giving a sneak peek. I'm not gonna give all the fun the fun details.
That's
until
it.
the event. But we do have a special offer right now, which includes the a stand, the hat hoop, the turkey frame set, and a playbook.
Wow.
If you like. So but you got to call us. Give us a call for special pricing and promotion. If 10 needles is too much, we also have the Brother 6 needle that we can ship all across the United States. The bundle is the same. This one we are able to advertise. We actually just sold one earlier this week to a customer, and let me try and remember. I believe it was Tennessee, but
wow.
we jumped
That's
on
cool.
we jumped on a call. It was
Uh-huh.
we jumped on a call with them, explained to them what the differences were and the support that we provide them, and they're super excited. They already got their machine, they're using it, and they're thriving.
Wow,
So we're
that's cool.
super happy to see our customers from other states support us as a business as well.
And I know I've talked to people all over the United States helping them with the machine that they purchased from us. So it's cool. It's fun.
It's technology. Technology where
Yes.
now we can access them.
Love it. So that's a great price. This machine right here is normally $2,899.99, and it's on sale for $1,999.99. This is an embroidery only machine, which is nice because you can be embroidering and just have another sewing machine next to it, and away you go. So this is a good price.
Mighty Hoops.
Mighty Hoops. They come in a variety of different sizes. You don't necessarily need the hooping station, but do I recommend it? Yes, I 100% recommend it. It just makes the hooping process much easier. There are some backings, that go with it. Again, there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of information that we just don't have the amount of time to explain it on here. So I encourage you, come into the store or give us a call. Let's set up, maybe like a FaceTime, or maybe, let's set up a time where you can come in and I can definitely show you why these Mighty Hoops are on the upscale of the embroidery world, specifically the multi-needle machines.
It's a great invention that somebody came up with.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get to make something in this come and see.
Yes. Every single customer will do their own, make and take, I guess is what you can call it. But yes.
That's cool.
4 projects.
Four projects. So yes, Caroline, you're gonna take 4 projects home when you come on Friday. So I'm gonna have somebody give you a call here shortly. We're gonna sign you up.
I'm gonna call her. Well, that was a really good program today.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I always learned something.
I enjoy, doing Thumbs Up Thursdays, taking a break from the office work and just coming on here and being able to show and talk about the multi-needle. I get so excited when it comes to the multi-needle. I'm super excited, for the customers that do take that leap, and that once they do, just touching up base with them or following up with them and just checking up on them and seeing how they're doing, and they're doing great and they're doing amazing. I love to see all that.
I like showing all the new stuff that we have and letting people know what we're all about. That's my favorite part. So since we are having the multi-needle event March 21st, would you like to let them know what our secret word is?
Sure. So the secret word for today is event. Go ahead and type it.
Capital E, lowercase VENT. Event.
Event. That means sign up for the event. And that means come to the event.
Exactly. We're putting that in your mind. March 21st. Try before you buy. And then after you buy it, come the next day and you'll learn more.
Chris Ann says Hooping Station is fabulous too. Yes. Let's see all the customers that we see. Ms. Dina Moody, Ms. Maureen Burns, Liz Salceda, Ms. Sharon Bradshaw, Ms. Laverne Myers, Sandy Hawkins, Jay Dean, all of our local customers. Don't forget to share this live, everybody.
And if you do live out of town, we can always mail the gift certificate to you.
Yes.
And it's a $50 gift card.
Right. Our goal, in short-term goal, let's say in the next 2 to 3 months, I really would like to grow our viewership to 100+.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think we could do that alone, Barbie. So we're calling out to all our customers, all our viewers, all our Thumbs Up Thursdays. fans that are always looking to help us push this segment and this platform and help us
Yes.
grow our community.
Mhm.
Let's share Authorized Back and So out there with everybody.
Yes, most definitely.
Mr.
Show us
Jeff
the
Jones,
love.
Danita Smith. I love Miss Danita Smith every time she comes in. Okay. How many do we have? 43 out of 58. Let's try and get to 50. 50 entries.
Okay, hurry up.
Capital
please.
E, lowercase VENT, event. How is the website, Caroline? The website is amazing.
But it's not ready yet.
It's amazing. It's just a couple of things that we need to do to integrate it. We're migrating over. From what I got from the team this morning, it's like moving furniture from one room to the other. It needs to be in the exact same place. So furniture is heavy, but it's not
Yeah.
impossible. So we're almost there, guys. Almost there. We're gonna
Can't wait.
do either a social media post or something, once we're getting closer to launching the website. But super excited for it.
Yes. Okay, we have 45 entries.
Can we get 5 more?
The last second one.
Who's the last one to enter me? Shirley Newton, Karen Lopez.
It's been we're up to
46. 46. I think we're ready.
Yeah, I think
think
so
we're ready.
too. Let's do it. Let's see who the winner
Good luck,
is.
everybody.
This is.
I
love
saw
this
Veronica's
part.
name.
You did.
I saw Veronica's name.
Veronica.
Suzette Rogers. Congratulations. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Oh, not chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, that's it. Congratulations,
Yes.
Suzette. And thank you once again, everybody, for taking the time out of your day to, join us here on our weekly segment. It's a rainy day, but we love, to have you into the store. Also, before we hop offline, I
Mhm.
forgot to mention, we are having a fabric sale.
Oh, yeah.
We're having a 50% off 1 yard minimum cut select fabric that's in the
Yes.
event room.
Yes.
Plus, we have a great selection of
Oh, we
trade-in
do.
machines. So
Mhm.
you got to come on in here. The fabric is
Yeah.
going like crazy. We have trade-ins
Mhm.
that are priced so low
Yes.
that I hope Veronica doesn't call us after the event.
I've seen those going out the door too. The
Yes,
trade-ins.
yes, yes. So
come in
if
and check
you're-
it out.
Yep. If you're definitely in the area, come on in. Come
Yes.
talk to us. Come visit us. We love to see, your friendly faces. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and share this live and help us grow this community.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys.
We'll see you next Thursday.